I met you where the evening kept its distance, beneath the vintage lamps and rain-washed stone. You turned toward me with that quiet patience, as if my restless heart had found a home. We walked past shops with mirrors in the window, and watched the night put silver on the cars. I was a man with polished hands and brave face, but you could see the tremor in my scars. I had my pride, my plans, my small ambitions, my careful words, my habit of conceal. Then you spoke softly like a hand on water, and taught me how to name the things I feel. My greatest fortune was meeting you. Not gold, not glory, but you. You gave each wound a human use. My greatest fortune was meeting you. My heart was poor till it knew you. We spent long hours in that old corner cafe, where cups grew cold before we said enough. Your laughter made the sugar taste like sunlight. Your silence made the broken pieces soft. I kept a box of photographs and letters, faded faces, streets and years I thought were mine. Then you stood beside me, reading all the endings, and every loss became a straighter line. You did not come to make a perfect heaven. You came and made the real world worthy still. With every scar you gave me deeper vision, and every ordinary day your wonder filled. My greatest fortune was meeting you. Not gold, not glory, but you. You gave each wound a human use. My greatest fortune was meeting you. My heart was poor till it knew you. There were winters that arrived without apology, and years that asked for more than I could give. I learned your tenderness was not a weakness, but the quiet art that helped us both to live. When illness, doubt, and distance came to test us, you stayed with steady hands and unafraid. You never asked me to be less than human, only more honest than the masks I made. And in your arms my fear grew less persuasive. My silence learned the language of your breath. What I called fate was only borrowed language for the mercy of two hearts that chose each other. Yet my greatest fortune was meeting you. Not gold, not glory, but you. You gave each wound a human use. My greatest fortune was meeting you. My heart was poor till it knew you. If I have earned a name among the living, it is because you spoke my true one first. If I have ever touched the edge of wisdom, it came through loving you, through joy and hurt. So let the years keep writing on our faces. Let time be kind or cruel or in between. I would still choose the life that bears your shadow. For in your light I understood my dreams. My greatest fortune was meeting you. Not gold, not glory, but you. You gave each wound a human use. My greatest fortune was meeting you. You. My heart was poor till it knew you. So take this heart, my faithful and unguarded. It has no richer prayer than this to say: the whole long road was never just a road. It led me to your soul and stayed.
I keep your photograph between a train ticket and a church receipt. Your smile slightly blurred by the years that press their thumbs on me. On evenings washed in moonlight, I pass the old avenue by habit, and every window seems to borrow the shape of your goodbye. I learned to wear my sorrow the way a man wears his best coat, buttoned to the throat, with a heart still showing. And when the night goes quiet, your name returns uninvited, soft as a hand finding mine again. Stay here in me, stay in me, querida. My heart keeps the room for you. Time may turn pages, time may take faces, but it cannot teach me to unlove you. If memory survives, if my breath stays honest, you will live in me until time erases my last memory. Until time erases my last memory. I found your letters in a box with a ribbon faded to a pale brown. The paper held your perfume like a secret from another era. You wrote of rain in April and how the olives shone after sunset. I read your careful words as if you were still leaning by the lamp. I was proud, I confess it, too proud to ask for mercy,
So I carried your absence like a medal I did not win. But every year that passes returns me to the same surrender, to the small exact truth that I was made by your tenderness. And I can almost hear you, not speaking, only breathing, as if the dark itself had learned your voice. Stay here in me, stay in me, querida. My heart keeps the room for you. Time may turn pages, time may take faces, but it cannot teach me to unlove you. If memory survives, if my breath stays honest, you will live in me until time erases my last memory. Until time erases my last memory. There are winters I survived because I could remember your hands, not as rescue, but as proof that gentleness exists. I have lived through chapters where my name felt foreign in my mouth, yet your face remained a lamp I carried through the years. I do not ask for return, I do not plead with the dead seasons. I only ask to keep the sacred ache of being yours. If one day my mind grows thin and the doors begin to close, let me still recall the weight of your head against my shoulder. Let me keep the evening, the city shining under rain, the way your laughter trembled before it became a silence. And if all else is taken, let the final thing that leaves me be the knowledge that I loved you with a soul made patient by remembering. Stay here in me, stay in me, querida. My heart keeps the room for you. Time may turn pages, time may take faces, but it cannot teach me to unlove you. If memory survives, if my breath stays honest, you will live in me until time erases my last memory. Until time erases my last memory. And when the last name fades from the album, from the letter, from the year, still beloved, you will be the one I keep here. Under vintage lights I wandered slow, with moon on the stones and nowhere to go. In my coat pocket your old note stays near, creased like a vow I still hold dear. I read your small words by the window glass, and the years went still as the shadows passed. What I called memory, what I called time, was your quiet face in the back of my mind. And I fight it with pride, but the truth will not hide. Every road I thought was mine returns back to your side. You are the sole owner of my thoughts. In every silence my heart has caught. You live in the dreams I never bought. You are the sole owner of my thoughts. You are the sole owner of my thoughts. In every wound my old defense forgot. I gave my name to all I had, but you kept the deepest part I never had. Sleepless evenings taught me your outline well. In the dark your name had a tender spell. A lamp, an ashtray, a half-closed book, and there you were in the way I looked. Not a ghost, not a flame, not a passing scene, but the softest truth I have ever seen. You returned like rain to the thirsty ground, without making noise, without making sound. And I tried to be wise, to look elsewhere and rise, but your face would remain in the shape of my eyes. You are the sole owner of my thoughts. In every silence my heart has caught. You live in the dreams I never bought. You are the sole owner of my thoughts. You are the sole owner of my thoughts. In every wound my old defense forgot. I gave my name to all I had, but you kept the deepest part I never had. I have carried myself with a steady hand, as a man learns to do when he makes his stand. Still, beneath that calm there was always you, like a hidden spring beneath the dew. In winter your kindness kept me warm. In summer your laughter changed the storm. Through each season your tenderness stayed, like a lantern in the life I made. So I speak it at last to the shadows of my past. I was never alone. You were already cast. You are the sole owner of my thoughts. In every silence my heart is caught. You live in the dreams I never bought. You are the sole owner of my thoughts. You are the sole owner of my thoughts. In every wound my old defense forgot. I gave my name to all I had, but you kept the deepest part I never had. If love is a room, you are the key, the quiet address inside of me. If I am a river, you are the shore, the place I return, the place I was for. No crown, no chain, no tale of claim, only the softest, truest name. You do not rule me, you make me whole. You live in the deepest room of my soul. You are the sole owner of my thoughts. In every prayer my loneliness forgot. You are the breath between my lines, the gentlest truth that rewrote time. You are the sole owner of my thoughts. In every hope my old heart sought, I gave the dusk my final doubt. possession, not by chains, but by the love that remains and remains. When the room grows still and the night leans near, your name returns clear and clear, and I smile at the wonder, soft and long. You were my silence all along.